How are we doing? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video and checking it out. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Oh yes, man, there's something we all like to do in life. Just about every American could agree. Yeah, I'll do that. Saving money. Ain't that right? Yeah, everybody wants to save them a little bit of dough. I tell you the truth, it really is. It really is true, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it can be difficult to save money. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box. Like, my family has always been into saving money. I can go all the way back to my grandfather. My grandpa, he was not a very wealthy man. He wasn't the richest man in town, but he liked to save money any way he possibly could. So one of his ways of saving money was switching the lights off. Yeah, he didn't want to feed the power company, So he didn't want to do that. So we would just say, "Hey, Grandpa, why do you not have the lights on?" He'd point at the window and say, "That light's free." That light's free. He'd be like, "I'm not feeding the power company off useless stuff when I got light right there." It seems like a reasonable thing. Yeah. Well, and doing this, he's been doing this for a couple of years, but when he was doing this, he had all the lights off as usual, and the light was coming through the window. But the day was a cloudier day, and it was heading towards sunset, about 5 or 6 o'clock. With it being dark in the house, and Grandpa being a little older and feeble, he tripped on some furniture or something in the house and fractured his hip bone, is what he did. And he was doing a pretty good attempt on saving money until the hospital bill came in. He wasn't saving much money then. He went from saving nickels upon nickels to spending piles of dollars on this hospital bill to repair his fractured hip. All because he tried to save just a little bit on keeping the lights on. Couldn't quite see and tripped. And that was the result of that. I think it runs in the family, because my dad, I think he inherited that gene. He loves to save money. He definitely is something. He saves money by completely cutting our cable. We don't have cable anymore. We have a couple of streaming services, but if we need to watch a sports game or watch the news, we watch it on a $20 antenna from Walmart. And this antenna isn't always so great, I mean, you have to turn it every 5 minutes. You have to adjust the cord. You have to nail the cord up to the top of the ceiling to get a signal. You're watching the game. They throw. There's about to be the biggest play of the game. There's a big touchdown about to happen. It glitches out. And no signal. Sorry, disconnected. Somebody can walk in front of it, and they can just block the signal if they're standing in front. And the TV will just start glitching out. It's ridiculous. But it does work most of the time. But that is a problem that can occur with those antennas when you try to save money by cutting cable. It's just a warning out there. Half of the storage, 78% of 100% of his phone storage, my dad's phone storage, is used of apps that are associated with saving money. Like an app called the Upside app. What the Upside app is if you go to different gas stations all across the state you live in, you can save a dime off of that total purchase. Yeah, save a whole dime, sometimes a nickel, if you just tour to different gas stations every time you need gas. Some are across the county, but if you go there, you can save that. Thing is with that, guess where half of that money goes that we put in gas? Looking for other gas stations. We gotta drive 25 minutes to get to that gas station to save a nickel off of the gas we filled up with that we saved a dime off of. You know what I'm saying? So we're burning more gas. We end up spending more money on gas, looking for other gas stations, trying to save money. That is called reality. Saying, ha, gotcha, slap you across the face. That's a reality slap. That's what I like to call that. It's just like around Christmas time when you're like, hey, let's be festive. What's the little lights gonna hurt? You know? Just put up some lights. Yeah, the power company loves you. Because you get a $300 power bill. Yeah, what's the little light's gonna hurt? That's what's gonna hurt your wallet. That's what it is. But I love Christmas lights. It's a sacrifice you're willing to make. That's what it is. It's like it's summertime, you know. Yeah, sure. You buy your kid a $5 water slide at Kroger. What's it gonna hurt? Next month your bill comes with a $250 water bill. So that's reality saying, I got you there. My dad has all these apps that go to different restaurants. Yeah, they help you save money at restaurants. You should see my dad at the Chick-fil-A counter negotiating with the employee of how he's like, I am buying for 3 people. If I can save 5 pennies on that order, I will place 3 separate orders right here, okay? I will do it. If that's what it takes, I will do whatever it takes. He's like bargaining with him. One time, one of the employees was like, I just work here. He kept on with it. That employee threatened to quit. Right there at Chick-fil-A. And you really got to have a problem going on in front of you if you're trying to quit Chick-fil-A, because in my opinion, it's one of the best restaurants to work at. I don't care if they advertise with illiterate cows. It is one of the best restaurants you could work at. It's one of the best, I think. I mean, your job interview, you write my pleasure, you're in, okay? You're in. They will be in that drive-thru, rain, sleet, or snow. Well, you don't have to worry about snow in the south, but they're there ready to take your order. That's right. Tell you another thing that's a reality slap in the face is heat index. You see these people out on the weather channels talking about, hey, the heat index is this, okay? Like during the summer in the south, you guys all know where I'm going with this. It's 88 degrees today, but it's going to feel like 101. Yeah, that's like me telling you, sir, I'm going to give you a hug, but it's going to feel like I'm about to slap you across the face, alright? That's what it's like. Thank you guys so much. Remember, save your money, use your apps, but please keep the lights on and don't trip and, end up spending more money than you would have saved. Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys have been incredible.